Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Hey, if you're catching this recording, awesome. If you're catching it live, awesome. Hey, myself, Samantha, and Reese, we're gonna take the time over the next, 40 minutes or so and just kind of allow some Q&As and Miss Cat. Let me not forget Miss Cat, the one and only Miss Cat. She's also, the four of us are gonna take some time to share different social media tips, the things that we're trying. But we also want to allow people to ask a Q&A. Now, this can kind of go it might get a little crazy with some of the questions, but hey, there's no such thing as a bad question. So ask it in the chat if you do have a question, and we'll try to get through them, as many as we possibly can, with the best answers that we have when it comes to social media, with things always changing. But what I'm going to do is, I do have all my co-hosts, so I am going to spotlight all my co-hosts so they can be on the screen as well. Let's see. And Samantha's right here. So I'm at her house. So we actually get to do this together. So, but all righty. So Kat or Reese, was there anything y'all want to jump off with first while people are putting their questions in the chat about social media? Anything that y'all want to touch up on and, recommend to people before they start asking questions? But everybody, again, if you have a question for social media, in the comments, put your question down there, or raise your hand, and we'll allow you to unmute.
Kat, feel free to lead it off.
Good morning, family. I just want to say, just like our weight didn't come on us all at once, your reach is not going to come all at once. And I ask you to have some patience and some grace with yourself, because just like our weight loss and our health journey, it takes a little time. So I did not become a digital creator until I joined Partner Co. last September. And it's grown huge in 6 months. So my numbers, please know, I don't want my numbers to scare you. So I just want to throw that out there and just be patient with yourself. But that 9 and 3, being consistency with lifestyle posts before, during, and after those 9 or 3 are absolutely critical to growth in a public profile.
Yeah, I'll just add on to that because Kat nailed it when she said consistent. You have to stay consistent. Even when a lot of people ask Ashley, how did you sell so many boxes? My wife, Ashley. And it was being consistent. It was continuing to put that on there. People are watching you. They're watching you guys. They're looking to see, hey, is this something real for them, or is this just something they're going to push for a couple of weeks? Because so many people do that. They push their ideas, they push this new business they got, and then 3 weeks later they're not even posting about it. So people are waiting to see, are you consistent? Is the product working for you? Are you going to continue on with this? So just stay with that. As Kat said, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for some people. Sometimes it's right off the bat. You never know. It was about 7 or 8 posts in for Ashley, and hers wasn't even a weight loss post. It was a post about her not having night sweats. That was like the break open. And then whenever I started having my success, that broke up in some more. You continually to post, you continually post your friends' success. And a lot of people, you'll have naysayers. You have to tune those naysayers out. They're going to be, oh, you don't know all those people. Look, they say that they're friends. They're just all in the business together. And I always respond a lot of times with that. A lot of times I ignore it. But if somebody says, well, y'all are all in the business together, y'all are just pushing each other. No, what it is we all started taking the products and we love the products. That's why we're all in the business together. We all started as customers. So I always just the 2 things I say: consistency, and you have to get the negative out. Don't worry about the negative. If people are being negative towards you, that means you're being successful. Because as Todd says, as Anthony says, dogs don't chase parked cars. They go after the people that are moving. So if you are getting the negative comments, that means you're being successful somewhere. So just keep pushing through, and you, as Kat said, those views, those interactions will come. I mean, we have people, we've been doing it for a year. We had somebody just yesterday with Ashley. She was in the hospital working, and she goes and calls them back to do a CT scan. And they're like, hey, I know you. You do skinny drops on Facebook. And Ashley's like, yeah, that's me. And they end up buying a box of drops right there. So again, consistent, persistent, it will happen.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback off of that as well. I've been doing it as well. Ever since the system kind of came out and it was created, I started posting. But I had one guy reach out to me yesterday. He said, Anthony, he finally asked me about the drops. He asked me, and I went ahead and sent the script. Then he was like, okay, right now he's like, I'm gonna pray about it and think about it. But he's like, man, I can't thank you enough for all your positivity and your scriptures that you post on a daily basis. See, you got to find something that will attract the tribe that you want. Some people love sports. Some people love funny stuff. So for your social media, you want to start also outside of your 9 and 3, kind of find things that you like. If you like dogs or you like animals, then post about it. But it's gonna be other people out there that are the same way. That's how a conversation can start. Definitely out of groups. So I was sharing with Samantha how she could have her aunt gain some more followers because she just didn't have enough followers. I said, well, have Facebook groups of what she likes can definitely help out there. But staying consistent and persistent over time is how this guy reached out to me. So just keep going. Keep going, and you just never know when the time will be right for certain people.
Yeah, just like Ken Bailey says, consistent and persistent. If you just keep posting, make it real, people want to see you. They want to join you. They don't want to, join and they're gonna join you. So if you're posting about what you like along with the drops and along with how they help you and how you incorporate them into your daily life, people want to see oh, she's doing it like this, I can do that too because I can relate. So finding your tribe by posting your authentic self and how you like the products and how you enjoy the business is very helpful for the outsiders to see, okay, like this is how they live their lives. It's more like a lifestyle.
And you guys, well, we'll start going through these questions. So question number 1 I see is Denise, and y'all feel free to read any of the questions too. But Denise asks, what did we do when your Facebook site has been hacked? Well, unfortunately,
well, Anthony, there's 2 different ways of it. There's hacked, and then there's creating a duplicate account.
Okay.
So a duplicate account, there's really nothing you can do other than report it. That's somebody that takes your picture, makes an account with your name, and then sends out new friend requests. You just got to report that, have your friends report that. And a lot of what they're doing now on the hacking side, that's why you have to be real careful. If there's a link and you click on a link and it asks you to enter in your password again, you do not do that. That's how you get hacked. If there's data, if your account actually gets hacked, normally it's people that, if you notice when somebody says, oh, my account's been hacked, you'll see all the comments, contact this person so they can, it's all a money-making thing. You just have to contact Facebook and work through that. I know Sherry Key's going through that. Some other people have gone through that may be able to answer it better. But you have to be diligent on reporting it. And if you see it, if somebody does it, you report it, have your friends report it if it's a duplicated account.
And the tip for everybody is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. None of these, if you notice, none of them have customer service lines that you can call. So none of these, so if they ever call you and say, hey, we need your information, that is completely wrong. It also, all of these websites, these social media platforms are just like Apple. Apple will never call you for your Apple ID password. So meaning you should never, ever give your password to anybody unless it's like an upline leader trying to help you out or something like that. But never, like if somebody random calls you or tells you this, or your password you should never do that. And if you ever have any issues with something like that, don't hesitate to send me a screenshot of what they said, and I'll just let you know. I'll tell you my opinion. If it's I already know it's probably somebody trying to get your information, but I don't mind just saying yes or no. If somebody sends you a picture like that, so
be very, very mindful because people are sneaky and asking for your password because it might look exactly like Facebook and it might say because they got my mom, and so just be very careful because they can be very sneaky and like, oh, I thought I put my password in already. And it's like, no, put it in again. And just be very mindful when you're looking in the Facebook, if you're on a computer, looking at what the actual website says for like Facebook. And sometimes it won't say Facebook. It'll say a whole bunch of random letters and numbers but it looks like Facebook.
Yeah.
All right.
And one other thing to do that I recommend for every password, any site, almost every site does it now, is two-factor authentication. Well, where you type in your password, then it's going to send you a text or an email so that you can respond. I typically like text because if they hacked, most likely if you're on Facebook and your Facebook password and your email password is probably the exact same. So then they can actually get into your email as well. So just turn on two-factor authentication, try to put it to text so you can do that. Or if it's Microsoft, you can actually do the Authenticator app as well.
Awesome. So the next question, I see it says, do we do 9 to 3 every single day without taking a break? Ms. Ellie, that, at the end of the day, this is all your personal opinion on it. I do it every day, or just about every day. Just because you just never know what day somebody gonna say, hey, you know what? All right, I'm asking Miss Cat what it's all about. You just never know what day it's gonna be. You just don't know. People always say, well, I had people come up to me and say, well, nobody's buying from me or nothing like this, because we hear some stories, and that's why I say don't compare your story with Reese and Ashley's story. It's different. Everybody's is different. But what I can tell you is God's timing is the perfect time. And so you just never know. So the day you don't feel like posting is the day somebody was looking for you. So it's kind of like I see a lot of ladies wearing the skinny drop pins. The day you don't wear it is the day that somebody was waiting to ask for it. So keep on doing it until somebody comes through. But that's my opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I just,
Go ahead, Kat. You go,
I
please.
just
Go
want to
ahead,
chime
Miss
in. If you don't feel like posting products on a Sunday, because a lot of people don't, there are days I'm just not called to post on Sunday, but I will post something about health. If you don't know, this week is National Sleep Week. So every single day I'm posting things about sleep. It is one of the most critical components to be healthy and to also release weight. And so we can add in these little tips about hydration and eating and relaxation and meditation. So I'm often posting on Sunday about, please take this day to rest. The laundry doesn't need to be done. God gave us the seventh day. It is his day and it is your day. And I often post that, but I have posted on Sunday, but typically on Sunday, I give it a break, but I always post something healthy.
Yeah, Kat's dead on there. I mean, sometimes you just don't have time. You've got to get your family and fun in there as well. So if you're not getting that throughout the week, the weekend is the time to do that. In my opinion, you can do that. You can put a lot of that, because a lot of people when you start talking about reels and things like that, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but as you start reaching people outside of your friends group and your followers group, people are going to go look at your site and sit and scroll and see, is it all about skinny drops? And if they see just that's all it is, most likely they're going to be turned off. But if they're scrolling through and they see your family, they see your fun. So you need to get those posts in. Use that weekend to do that. That's a good route. Also, I mean, again, as Anthony said, this is your business. I do mine kind of different. I'm very analytical. And usually I'll try different things. I'll study my analytics on the backside of Facebook that says this is the best time to post and see if that changes. But I want to be honest with you, it always winds up going back to 9 and 3. That always even whatever my analytics are saying, 9 and 3 posts seem to work the best. And with that said, there's other people like Dr. Crystal. I want to bring her in. If you listen to her talk about, she posts like 7 days or 14 days in a row, and then she takes a break for 2 or 3 weeks, because what she's sold so many boxes, she wants to be able to plug into those people without taking on. So there's a balance there. If you're not getting a lot of hits, stay in it. Post 7 days a week. Do that, but make sure you're getting other content in there as well.
And so then the next question is, how do you do the boost my post? Are you talking about the boost group, or are you talking about like a Mr.
Are you talking or boosting an ad?
Yeah, are you talking about boosting an ad, Mr. Phillip? If you can clarify that just a little bit, we'll know which way to go there. Let's see. Let's keep on.
But while we're talking about that, I will bring up the boost as an ad, because I have done that. But you have to be careful with when you boost an ad, or like when it says, hey, for Facebook to boost my post. You click on boost, you go through and you have to pay for that. You pay, just for example, I tried it with one reel, paid like $50, wound up with like 20,000 views because of that. However, you have to be real careful what you post on those reels because it is going out public. And so be careful about your claims. Like I tried to boost the one for Randy, and Randy lost so much weight in so little time. And we said that it got denied. They won't post that out there. So you got to be very generic in what you're doing. But
let me share a really easy tip about boosting. So it's very important on social media to be a go-giver. They want to see that you're supportive overall on every medium you are on. I'm on Facebook, IG, and LinkedIn. So I do my my birthdays first on Facebook. The first thing I do after my prayer and my meditation time is I go to Facebook and I do my birthday messages. Now, a cool thing to do if you've got a voice, go into their messages, their Facebook Messenger, and sing them happy birthday. When you actually engage on Messenger, it will actually say that you're fully engaging in this medium. So I post on my birthday messages. I also sing to a couple people, send them a nice voice recording. I also make sure I go into other partner co. And when you go into your notifications, you can see kind of who your top people that you're following. And maybe there are people on your team. Before your post hits, before you post anything, go to 5 to 10 people. It like takes 2 minutes.
Yes, I love that, Kat. That's
go
great.
to your team, go to other people. I got a lot of people. I'm always posting on Anthony Moreland's page. Like, love, hey, DM me that. That's a great post. Very informative. I love that we have this boosting group, but if going on Telegram kind of racks your brain a little bit and it's just one more extra thing you don't want to do, it's okay. Another way to boost, and then people will return the favor to you. Yep. The algorithm is you must have 10 comments on a post for it to go further in the reach. So I just wanted to share all that with y'all.
Yep. The platforms like engagement. So any way that you can engage with another person, whether it's engaging in a comment, engaging in a message, sending them a birthday video. I love that. That is such a great idea. I've never even thought of like going into Messenger and just sending a little, hey, happy birthday, because it's gonna show the platform, whatever platform that you are on, that you're engaging with people, that you're a real human, that you have feelings, and that you're looking at other people's as other humans that also have feelings. And just
you didn't just send a generic message. You sent the actual video. So that alone is something I've been doing off and on for, I would say, even before this system of growth. That's how I always kept in contact with a lot of friends. You know, I'll just go do a birthday message because they even show you the birthdays from the previous day. So you can always just say, hey, I just want to wish you a happy belated birthday. And you send this special video to them. And now a conversation has just gotten started because a lot of times they're going to go check out your page. So they're going to see, hey, what's these skinny drops? Or they're going to ask you what you've been doing. And then if you got you a nice little saying to go with it, you'll see everything.
Hey, Anthony, that question was about the boost group. Can you just show real quick how to operate that?
I did come in on my phone on purpose. Let's see.
See, there you go.
Well,
so many
okay, let's answer one more question. Let me give me a post together real quick, and then because I'm gonna go steal somebody's post real quick, and then so go to the next.
So Shane says, I know I should know this, especially knowing who my wife is. What's the best place to go to for boards? Facebook, YouTube. I'm sorry, what's the best place to go to for boards? Facebook or YouTube? What do you,
Mr. Shane, if you can clarify exactly a little bit more details of your question there, we definitely don't mind answering that.
Yeah.
My Facebook 6 weeks last year. We got it back eventually.
Hey, sure. And there's one other tip while you're doing that. I want to give you just real quick. If you're only posting on, I'm not a big Instagram person. However, because Facebook and Instagram, you can link those together. go ahead and get an Instagram and start an Instagram. Or if you're just on Instagram, start a Facebook, link them together. That's more people you'll reach. There's some people that use just Facebook, some people that use Instagram, and you only have to do one post and you can share it across the platform automatically. And to be honest, I do all of my reels, I do in Instagram and then share them to Facebook. I get more views on Facebook, but it's way easier to use to me to make reels inside of Instagram.
Same. I do I make my reel in Instagram and then have it linked so that when I share it, it will go to my Facebook, and that way you just have to do it one time and it goes to 2 platforms.
Yes,
That's
much
exactly.
easier.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, and while he's bringing up the boosting group, I'll go ahead with a tip on the boosting. This goes along with what Kat was saying, what Sam and Anthony were saying about giving people luck. On the boosting group, that's part of it. If you post, Anthony's going to show you, you need to go in and boost others. And that gives you a new, that gives you the algorithm that gives you somebody to post on, somebody to post about their skinny drops. Just make sure you're not doing the same comment over and over and over, because Facebook picks up on that. But you want to boost at least 3 or 5 people that are above you in the boosting group. The last,
and I would
3
do
to
it
5
before you post your picture.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Go in there before you ask to get boosted and go boost, 3 to 7 people. I try to go for 10 if you can, because it's just a quick little, hey, you're awesome, this is a great transformation, just words of encouragement. And then you can go in and post yours, so that after you post yours, people can see, oh, I already went and they already gave love to everybody else, so let's go ahead and give them some love too. Let's see what else we got here.
I want to share that a great way to boost your reach is by doing 3 regular engagement posts a week. I posted something really funny. I'm a meme connoisseur, and I posted a screaming possum, and I put "who else?" ? And it's a screaming possum going, "representative." My Facebook blew up because everybody has been lost in that phone tree screaming "representative," and it just, like, I got more notice this week because I posted something funny and I said, "who else?" and everybody's like, "this is so me. Oh my gosh, that is so funny." So mix that humor in. I minimally do 3 engagement posts a week, and then people go, "oh, what else is Kat up to?" So that's a really helpful tool.
And so one more time, Ms. Kat, because I think that's great. So what exactly is an engagement post? So I'm brand new. I don't even know what that is. What exactly is an engagement post? Matter of fact, I can pull up your profile. You want to show me there too as well? Okay, let me just do that. Let me just share it so you can tell me which one of these, so everybody can see an example. Share my screen.
While Anthony's doing that, Shane, the question Shane was asking was, where's the training for like boards and YouTube? If you go to Anthony Moreland's YouTube page, he has all of these Saturday morning trainings along with boards trainings, all of that. That's just the best place for training is YouTube, and Anthony's is probably the best.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Oh, Miss Kat, we wasn't friends. Let me see. Oh, I'm full.
Oh.
I can follow you though. But I'll figure it out, Miss Kat, how I can get you as a friend. Oh, okay. So you tell me which one is your engagement post, Miss Kat, so everybody can see. I think you're muted, Miss Kat.
It was just a day ago. Actually, Susan Kelsley Frank just posted it. Yeah, keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.
Guys, and if you don't realize it, look how many times Kat is posting it. That's all kinds of engagement. So don't be afraid to post more than twice a day either.
So an engagement post is just that. You're posting something to get people to respond. So my question was, who else? And first off, I'm happy for anybody to share any content on my page. If you're called to share it, go ahead. You don't have to ask me permission. if you think I've written the content myself, just give me a shout out as the author. That's all I ask. So, and when the cool thing about these posts are, let me go back to that. Because I've got it up too.
And as you can see, Miss Cat was just going through. Also, another tip is the people who do comment on yours, whether it be somebody from the boost group or a random friend, just be sure to go back and just say something back. All it does is gives you more comments, which will boost you up on the algorithm. See, a lot of people feel that that one picture right now has to be the one to get a sale. No, in actuality, sometimes Facebook will show your post 5-6 days later to somebody, and then they will and then they'll reach out. Matter of fact, it's been times like when we had the event here in Panama, I got so busy, forgot to schedule my post because we were working like crazy. And then next thing you know, I still had people reaching out to me and I didn't even post. Why? Because some of my posts that I had all the interaction on was the ones they were just now starting to see a few days later. So trust me, it happens that way. So, but everybody also, what Kat was saying, she gave you a tip. She said she does not mind you taking her post. So what I did, I copied her writing, I saved her picture, because I'm going to use it.
Good.
Today is the day.
And it's very important. When you see that people have shared whatever you have posted, go out to that share and say, thank you so much for sharing this, exclamation point, and like their post. That also gives you further reach. So 93 comments on that one post, 12 shares, 161 little emojis. And if you look into the insights, if you go below that, right below the picture, it says see insights and ads. That post reached 1,855 people.
Wow.
Yeah. I remixed. I love Brandon Lakes. I get to see him in May in concert in Greensboro. I'm thrilled to bits. I remixed. He was at a concert that 65,000 people were singing Gratitude. I remixed it. It's gotten 47,000 views. So there's little teeny ways that we can boost our own stuff. If you share something, just know you have to remix and add some kind of original content. It has to be somehow connected to you and not just you sharing a video.
Yeah, that's dead on, Cat. We talked about that a little bit yesterday on the IPA. You have to make, especially reels. Okay, so generally what you're going to see is your post, like your picture post, like here of Crystal and Anthony's, or your stories are going to go out mainly to your friends list. Unless you get crazy interaction and crazy engagement, then it'll start going out, as a suggestion. Reels, on the other hand, always goes to like the TikTok For You page, or it goes to the watch page inside of Facebook. And some people just scroll through Reels just like they do TikTok. And that's what my kids do. It's just, but you need to make it your own. If you share it, it doesn't go into that. If you share it, it just goes to your friends. If you make it original content, like Kat was saying, and that's where we were talking about Stitch and things like that, remix is the correct term for the reels in Facebook. So you remix it, you put a side-by-side of you reacting, or add a clip at the end, or put some writing over the top of it. It then becomes your post, and then you get engagement from that.
And so everybody, one of the questions was, how do you do the boost group? So in this case, I'm gonna use the share button. And at the bottom, everybody, if you hit share, at the bottom, it'll say copy link. Whether you're on the iPhone or Android, just look for where it says copy link. It'll copy the link. Then all I do now is I come on over here to the boost, to the Telegram, which is on Telegram. I'm in the Telegram boost group. And so you heard Samantha, this is what we do. So we normally put it like this. I'm not going to use this group. It's been several times this week. I knew I didn't have time to go in there and boost people. So I didn't even come and post my link. I don't want nobody going to boost me, and I don't have time to go back and show love. And you're periodically see myself or Misty or Reese or somebody will say that, like, hey, if you don't have time, then just don't use it. because we want to show people love. There's a lot of new people in here that are looking to get some love, but in order to get love, you also got to show love. So what I do is I'm going to click on about 5 or 6 of them before that posted before me. This is Polo and Miss and Julie. She made this post. So I don't have time to read it. Normally I'll read it, or because a lot of times I'll copy it, but I'll just I copy the whole thing and use it for myself. And I'll just put something. I know it was about the drops, but I just come and make a quick comment. And then I go back. Well, I know I did that one, so I'm gonna show some love there. So I won't get lost.
Oh, that's smart.
I need some. And saying things like this will also help people out, because there's a lot of people's friends who are afraid to ask because they see nobody else in the comments asking. So if you do see a couple of these posts, and like I could tell, probably Miss Lynn is either restarting the social media campaign, because I know this one is more at the beginning, or she just getting started with it. So why not come on here and try to show her some love so her friends can actually can actually do it. So this person, see, this one probably didn't work because it didn't. Sometimes you'll click on them and they don't work. So, so that's how I know to send my. That's how I know to send my.
And I have a favor to ask of everybody on this call. Whether you use that Telegraph Boost group or not, I'm often not posting myself in it, but I will go out and share love. Can us, like I just boosted 3 of them. Could all of us go out and boost anywhere from 3 to 10 of those folks to show them love? Often these are new people, like Anthony said. If we can all help our brothers and sisters in Partner Co., there is enough business for us all.
So now Anthony's going in and.
So this is like when I see somebody's page not working, I will come and post these steps, and it's just they need to do these steps so we can go boost them. That's pretty much all it is. That's really all it is. When we click on links like that and it don't go through, it means that their page is private. It's not letting me go to their actual page. But this is all you do. So like Melissa may be the same way. Oh no, it's right here. So bam. So now she posts this. So now I can go. Oh, well, see, Melissa, you see how Melissa says copy? That means only people that are her personal friend can copy it. So I can't really boost it. I can interact with it, but I can't go comment. And like you heard Miss Cat say, comments is also necessary, just like the interaction. So I would just have Melissa, I'll come back to Telegram. I say, Melissa, follow these steps as well. I forgot which Melissa is, Miss Melissa Over. So I'll be like, Melissa, oops.
And this is where turning you want to make sure your posts are public. I know I saw that earlier. That's how you're going to get more interactions, things like that. That's how you can use the boost group, because there's 861 members on here. So chances are you're not friends with all of them. So if you don't set it to public, some people aren't going to be able to comment on your post. So make sure you're setting your skinny drop post to public. You can keep all your other ones private or ever how you want to, but make sure your skinny drop post, your system of growth posts are public.
And Marianne, I saw that you said Boost asks me for money. So Facebook has its own boosting thing that they charge you for. So
that's what Reese was alluding to earlier. That's the boost where you boost to pay your page. But let me give y'all a tip. So I hope everybody's ready. Let me give y'all a tip. Miss Cat gave you probably the best tip, which is going to the direct message. But let me show y'all something I do before I make any posts. So
yeah, somebody asked what a DM is. A DM is the same thing as a direct message or a private message. That's where we're going to Messenger and sending a message straight to the person. So on Facebook, when you come to your profile, you're going to see people that just, a lot of times you'll see just people that post. Sometimes they give you the brand new ones. But if you click on menu, you'll see this screen. If you click on feeds, and then you click on friends, this is where you find out who's online right now.
Oh.
This is how you find out who just posted right now. Not people who posted 5 hours ago. These are the people who just posted, as you can see just now. As you can see just now. 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago. 2 minutes ago. So, Dapo just see all these people just posted. So if you want real interaction, go and find the people online that's online right now. And how do you do that? Well, now you got to comment on a couple of people's things. Even though I know this is not on the approved food list, but I got to start the conversation some kind of way. So, bam.
Anthony, can you share with people that are new, where did you find that again?
Yeah.
Okay, back to the back. Okay, we back on your homepage.
So you just
like
open
that.
Facebook.
Just open Facebook on, I think on Android it's gonna be at the top, but wherever your menu button is, but on iPhone it's in the bottom right, menu, feeds. And you don't want to do all because then it's gonna show all the groups and different things like that. It's gonna show all the it'll show groups and spam, and it'll show all kinds of crazy stuff. So but you do friends, you'll see all your friends. Then if you slide down, you'll continue to see you'll get even more fresh. So you just slide down if you want the fresh. So
That's actually really great.
So that's for all of the people that, and if you want interaction, you got to interact with other people. So meaning you're gonna have to spend. I had a lady that taught me, and I watched her. Literally, I watched her, you guys. She went from 8,000 followers to now she has probably close to 500,000 followers. But she was like, that's the key that a lot of people do not do, is they do not go interact with other people before they make a post. So before you even make your post, you need to interact. But it's also time consuming. But if that's your ultimate goal, hey, you definitely can. But that's also how you can get new people looking up to the thing. But Miss Katz is probably the number one because it goes directly to the direct message. But you can also just like, because if I really wanted to, I could have took something like this and I could have went to Dapo page. Oh, I need to reach out to Dapo. Bam, bam, bam. Reach out to Dapo real quick, just to start that conversation up. It may have been a birthday post, or it may he just got engaged or something like that. Okay, that's where I take it to the next level and I reach out. I don't think nobody on here is getting engaged or anything. But yeah. So what you'll see, all kinds of people. So this is where you find all the new people. Oh, Melissa. That's kind of funny.
Would be an engagement post, right? Cat.
This would be an engagement post.
Yes, I mean, well, it's really,
she says, does anybody else feel this way?
yeah.
She's asking for engagement, right? So
she is. This is totally an engagement post. Plus, it's funny. It grabs your attention. So you want attention grabbing, funny things. I dropped in the chat something called National Calendar Day. Every day, for some reason, the world in this country has created things to celebrate every single day, like National Coffee Day and Donut Day and, Hug a Koala Day. So I just dropped the link in chat if you want to go that route. The beautiful thing about Partner Co is we will never run out of content because we're sharing each other's, we're doing fun things, we're doing engagement posts, we're doing lifestyle posts, and we have these fun links of resources that are totally free for us to engage with.
That's what I love about it. Like, people literally, like, I just got Krista's post from somebody in the Boost group. Like, people ask, what do you do when the 30 days is up? Hey, in that Boost group, so many different testimonials are coming through. I just went, I'm using that. Let me save it. Let me screenshot it so I know who posted, so I can come back and take their word. And whenever I do, I am ready to post it. So I got several pictures throughout mine, but let's see what other questions we have. Shane, is that the one you asked?
Yeah, we got it.
Shane? Yeah. Shane asked, is TikTok safe? I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably the wrong person to ask because I don't watch TV. I don't do politics. I I don't do anything that's diversification. So I don't know what's going on really. So I have somebody else. So.
Anthony, my point on that, I mean, Hill's really good on TikTok and those guys. So he might be able to comment on that a little bit. But I mean, they got your information anyways. We're sharing our information across. I don't know what, we're not giving any way state secrets or anything. So, I mean, we all use TikTok. So that's going to be a personal thing. You've got to do your own research on that.
TikTok versus Instagram versus Facebook. It's all kind of the similar.
Yeah, Reese, can I make a comment?
Yes, please.
Go ahead, Hill.
Hold on, Diane. I'm in the same room. We're echoing.
We don't hear you echoing. We're good.
If you think about it, I mean, y'all, they track us on our phones every day. The NRA is always on their phones. I mean, they know all of our information, all that. You know, if you're just a person, you know, of no interest, they're not interested. But, you know, and the thing, one of the ladies asked about, you know, all these women showing their rear ends and all this stuff. I don't mean to be ugly, but you just got to block them and report them like Anthony says. I mean, you get that they're trying to spam you every day and doing everything. You just keep blocking them. And I think the algorithm it's whatever you're looking at is what will come up.
So if you click on it one time, always remember this. If you click on something one time, most of the time, definitely on TikTok and Instagram. So you click on it, or even on Facebook, it's going to start popping up with similarities. There's actually companies out there that, you know, that's their business. That's their marketing department job, is to go out here and see how to get more eyeballs on whatever it is they're selling. Now, of course, it is some inappropriate things out there, and you can always block. I block family members. I don't care if you're too negative, you will get unfriended. I don't care. Like, hey, I know you probably never do the business. You're going to have to meet me at the family reunion to get your box of drops, but I don't mind. So if the block button is real over here, I block you, unfriend you, everything. So don't hesitate to block somebody. It's social media.
Absolutely.
And you don't even have to
you see what you want to see.
Yeah.
And you can on Facebook.
Go ahead.
On Facebook, you can unfollow people. They still see your stuff, but you can unfollow them. You don't see their stuff. It's negative. A few years ago, I quit doing any negative, and I mean, I just don't do it.
Yeah. So another thing is, you know, it's not just clicking. If you're scrolling on Reels or TikTok or anything like that, it measures how long. All you have to do is go to your Reel Insights, and you can see how long somebody stays looking at your post. I don't know what the time is on that, but if you spend more than a couple of seconds looking at a post, it logs that. So even if it's you making a comment saying, this is get this off my whatever, you spent some time there, they're going to keep showing you that kind of stuff. So you need to click on the three buttons and hit block and report, and then move on. You can't just, even if you're disgusted by it, you want to make a comment, just keep rolling through it.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back to TikTok and social media for a moment. Do what you are comfortable with. Be yourself, be authentic. For professional and security reasons, I am not on TikTok because of my former career. I used to work cybersecurity. I used to be a defense contractor. I choose not to be on TikTok for a couple of reasons. People here are blowing it up on TikTok. I'm doing enough business on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, actually, which is fabulous. So, you know, just be you. Don't feel like you have to be forced to do anything if you're not comfortable doing it. There are legitimate security concerns with TikTok. And that's a whole separate conversation.
and also get this. There's always going to be social media platforms. So if one gets shut down, guess what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Somebody else going to make it up. Twitter went down. Twitter, I ain't going to say went down, but Twitter was in the last place for a long time when it came to social media. And then Elon Musk bought it, and now it's shooting back on up. All that's going to happen if the government shut down, somebody will come in with more money, buy it, and fix it on up the way they want to. And voila, it's back usable for the people that want to use it. So I encourage you not to really just get, you know, people. I've heard a lot of people, Facebook's going down. Yeah, they said that 5 years ago.
It's not going down.
not going
Making
down.
a killing.
Listen, it's not going nowhere.
Not going
It's
down.
it's not going nowhere. It's gonna be here until the Lord says the earth is done for and we all going to heaven. So but until then, guess what? We're gonna have social media here, you guys. So let's see. Any more great questions?
Hey, just real quick, Kat brought up a good one with LinkedIn. If you don't have a professional site on LinkedIn, it's great. It's way more regulated than Facebook, things like that. So you're not going to see a lot of the posts you want to block and things, but you need to keep your posts more professional, things like that. I know Melissa and Andrew do a wonderful job on LinkedIn. I see their LinkedIn all the time, but it's just another platform you can reach other type of people. This is a tip that I use that I'm just working on right now is I'm going in and looking at other network marketers, and I go to businessfromhome.org and look at the leaders in other companies, and I go follow them and then start interacting with them. So the next phase of that is then hopefully you're interacting with them, they're going to come back and interact with you. That's another little tip if you're trying to attract some network marketers.
And don't forget, you can reach through people. I have a lot of people that are brand partners to save money, but they don't want to do the business. So I'm trying to engage with those to do a host to post. I have sold drops on LinkedIn. I'm finding business partners on LinkedIn. So there's beauty and benefits to each different social media for whatever your comfort level is.
And each platform is a little different. So a lot of the tips we gave y'all were more for Facebook. So remember that because this is one thing me and Sam we've been working on as well. We kind of noticed posting in 9 and 3 don't really work for Instagram. So you gotta kind of find the times that work for Instagram specifically. Nobody's really dove into that. We had somebody great like David Daughtry who looked it up, and then that's the reason how we even found out about Facebook. But we'll figure it out for Instagram, and then we'll share those tips as well. But somebody got their hand raised. Let me see. Mr. JH. Oh, Mr. James. Let's see. Okay, Mr. James, I think you can unmute. Let me see.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now I'm unmuted. Yes. I got suspended for like 2 weeks on Facebook for responding to posts and also Messenger. Because I sent out a math video, and I also sent it to people that's not friends with me on Facebook. So, and I'm not able to respond for like now about a week.
What video did you
So,
send them?
yeah.
Well, either way, it don't like.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. So what happened to Mr. James is what I recommend everybody not do. Because sending out a mass anything, you heard Reese mention it earlier. When you send out the same thing over and over and over and over and over and never change the wording, it will flag up on Facebook as spam. Then all it takes from there is one person, probably about, I say not just one person, but anywhere, if it's already rigged, it's flagged as maybe possible spam, and then one person reports it, they'll put you in what we call Facebook jail. So, Mr. James, you are in Facebook jail right now. So you have to wait the time, but then even afterwards, you got to be real careful, because once you get put in Facebook jail once, it's like, oh man, it's like they after they watch you a lot, definitely for their first 36 days afterwards. So you gotta just kind of be careful on posting mass text the same thing over and over there, Mr. James.
Yeah,
hey, Mr. James, I have been there, but I've been there on the iPhone side. I did a mass text out to our team, all team members, and I learned some hard lessons about mass text. So I got put in iPhone jail, which means you can't text anybody for 2 weeks. So I feel you.
Yeah, and actually, I do church posts every week. My church to members. It's really started from the time that the pandemic was in. So we couldn't see face to face. So I used to send it to people that was not able to get out. And so I continue to do that. So I do math. I never got flagged before until I started to interact with people that I'm not friends with. And that's when then I got a call from a friend says, I've been hacked. And that, because he noticed that he didn't see anything from my church on my post. So he knew it wasn't really me.
Yeah.
So I don't,
And so Mr. James is just,
yeah.
It's just interacting with people, letting people know you're a real person, but mixing it in with a little bit of everything and just staying consistent at, posting other things outside of just the, the slenderized post, posting things about your church, posting scriptures, just, showing people that you're a real human. So when they do see that post come up, they like, oh, well, let me go see if this is all. Because most of the time, the way I check to see if somebody's been hacked is I always go and click on their profile, see what they've been posting, and then that's how I know if they're a real person or not. I know we almost running out of time here, but I seen Miss Cat post it, so I actually saved it. A great question there as well, Mr. James. I hope we were able to help you. But Miss Cat, I seen your post about this, so let me see if I can share it. And she posted it in the chat already, everybody, but I got to show everybody this because it's.
I was just about to say, I'm still in this one, Cat, for our team. So
yeah, I like it. So Miss Cat has this wonderful thing about best times to post. So I encourage you to save this, screenshot this. I know my team will have it in via text and in the team group, my team group, because this right here is good. So thank you, Miss Cat.
Welcome. Let me just say, I pulled it quickly from one of my sources. I don't know the date of it. Please keep in mind that algorithms across all social media platforms change all the time, unfortunately. So I don't have the date on this, but an important thing right now for LinkedIn, if you post Sunday night, early Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and somehow Thursday at 2:00, you'll get your post seen more on LinkedIn. The LinkedIn algorithms are changing every 6 months. Instagram and Facebook change every 9 to 12 months. I have 2 friends that do this for a living. So every year I'm always renewing and I'm in their classes to learn this. A good friend of mine has grown her organic reach on her Facebook to 1 million followers. Wow. So I take the time. I have a LinkedIn class in April. Somebody sent me another document to review. So however I can share out information, I absolutely will.
That's awesome.
Kat, we may need to set up, Anthony, I'm sure you agree, we may need to set up like a LinkedIn training, just something totally different, because we don't do a lot of that. So a lot of people are asking about LinkedIn now.
And I did a training about 2 months ago to help our team, and then a few other partner co people came on, and I actually have a social media training on how to understand your reach, who is in your audience. Is it women? Is it men? What ages? Most of the people that are now reviewing my Facebook site are not followers, are not friends. And a question from my own team said, they're not going to buy from us. They don't know us. I'm like, I have 50,000 people that look at me from across all platforms. They know I'm a real person. They know I'm a real person. They see who I'm connected to in the community. And I've had a lot of total strangers, I do not know them, have said, hey, Miss Cat, what are these drops about? And we just Googled you. We just looked you up on LinkedIn. We know we can trust you based on your reputation, and they buy. So don't think total strangers won't buy from you, because they will.
Oh, they will.
Oh, they will.
I sold 6 boxes this week off that reel that I don't know any of the people, have never seen them in
2 boxes, not yesterday, but Thursday, 2 boxes. No idea who these people are. Found me on Facebook. So all I say is just keep posting. And you just never know, just never know when that time will come. But I believe we answered all the questions. So I hope we were able to help out. This training will be up as well, including last week's is already up as well. So we gave some tips there. We felt, as I was talking to Todd this morning before he was headed to a Super Saturday, just social media training is something we want to help improve. Europe is only winning because of social media. They can't, they just won't win just regularly. But social media is a key part to a lot of their sales. So let's get North America to number one. So if I want to rewatch
Anthony's YouTube channel.
so if you go to YouTube and you just search Anthony Moreland, I normally have everything that I have my hands on. I'm gonna be honest, everything I get my hands on, I will post it on there. And normally I'll date it as well. So if you always just remember the date, you just scroll down and go through the date and you'll see it. So today is the 16th, so you'll see the 16th on there. It'll say 3/16-24, and it'll be Saturday training, and you'll see it. And this will be up. You can share it with everybody. And hey, everybody. Well, we hope we drop some value on y'all. Let's go out there and let's become just a little bit better at social media. We're not gonna say you're gonna know everything and learn everything overnight. Just find one little area that you want to get better at and focus on that for the next 7 days. That'll be my challenge. They'll find something that you want to get better at. Maybe you want to get better at being consistent at posting. Well, focus on being consistent at posting 9 and 3 with the regular post, and maybe at 12 o'clock at lunch, maybe your favorite scripture or your favorite animal or something like that. Just be consistent over time. And then, or whatever it may be that you want to get better at. So, hey, everybody, social media is going to be here for the long haul. So why not learn how to use it? So
Together. So if y'all need any help or anything, we're all here for you. So don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions, and we'll learn together because we're better together.
better
Amen.
together.
Better together.
Better together. Bye, guys.
Bye.